Celebrating 50 years this year in the year 2020 is Rose State College, located just east of Oklahoma City. I'm Dave Morris here in the Oklahoman's video studio, delighted to have Dr. Jeanie Webb, president of Rose State College, join us. Welcome into the studio.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here.
Congratulations, 50 years.
50 years.
That speaks to a lot of things. I'm an Oklahoma City born and raised person and old enough to remember it as Oscar Rose.
Yes, Oscar Rose Junior College even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up on the south side. Oklahoma City Community College was certainly a big part of that. Oscar Rose, then Rose State, a big part of the community. And I believe over 50 years, that is what you have striven. That's what you have efforted towards.
We have made it. We could say that at this point.
And remaining a big part of the community.
Very, very. Because we have tech district, and that is the community helps pay for a substantial amount of programs along with the state. And of course, we've all experienced, Oklahoma some difficulty, but what's exciting is that it is 50 years and all the programs and all the upcoming things that are going to be taking place.
We were chatting before we got started here of the different ways you have evolved at Rose State. And I think the students have evolved, but I think their needs have evolved as well.
Yeah, the students, you have to think about today. So you've got to have something online. You've got your first generation students and you've got your adult students. And then for us, we also, our traditional students want a university experience, but they want it at the community college. And we're able to do that because of athletics and housing.
Well, I think you guys address a lot of perhaps some of the concerns that people have these days. They want perhaps a traditional college experience, but maybe they don't. Maybe they can't.
Exactly.
Maybe they can't afford, or maybe their life schedule doesn't lend itself to. Yeah, I'm going to take 4 classes today. 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and go hang with my buddies at night over in the quad. Life's a little different these days.
It is. Well, and you have to remember, this generation and the adult students, online's convenient. Mm-hmm. You can do it anywhere, anytime. We have a lot of military. They can do it, in whatever country, internationally they may be. And so I think, and it's going to continue with the social media with the kids. I mean, everybody wants finger fast go. If it doesn't do that, kids are not going to come to your college.
You've mentioned a couple things there, online and military. So let's pull that thread a little bit more of
Sure.
Online and how you are in that space and how students can get involved.
Yeah, we are in that space. About 60% of our students take at least one class online. We have 7 programs that are fully online. One of our huge programs, the cybersecurity program, is totally offered online too, and that's one of the fastest growing. And we received a $900,000 grant to be the center for cyber security, and that's to me very exciting. And you have to be able to do that. I mean, cyber. Let's think about it.
Yes.
That's coding. That's the future, and cyber is something we have to all be worried about.
I was thinking about that the other day. I had a long drive over the holidays, and I'm listening to podcasts, and some of it's business development and career development, and I thought, what else would I do if I wasn't in media? Well, it would be some sort of e-commerce or cybersecurity. It seems like that is an industry that is needed and it's not going away, thus some job security.
Oh, very much job security, and in fact, it's just growing. Our program just continues to grow, and one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is, like for Rose, our cyber program, there's only 3 colleges that have the cyber program that has the certifications. You have to have 5 to 6 different certifications. We're the only college that has a testing center for cyber, so military can come over and they can take a test and see if they pass it. If not, they can go back for their training. We do certificates for it. We do degrees for it, both applied, which wouldn't mean much to anybody except that applied means you go directly to work, or do the transfer and work with different universities, which we have partnerships. So, I mean, we know just this week with everything that's gone on, you better be ready and alert.
For sure. We're chatting with Dr. Jeanie Webb, president of Rose State College. We mentioned some of the military aspects because the proximity of Tinker Air Force Base, very close to you guys.
Yeah, Tinker and all the different aerospace companies you think about. You've got
Boeing's out there.
Boeing's out there, Northrop Grumman's out there, Pratt Whitney's out there, Moog's out there, and many others. I mean, there's a bunch of all out there together, and then there's all the civilian employees.
And a little bit more on that with the military. How are our servicemen and women interacting with Rose State?
Very good. They have for years. We have great partnerships with Tinker, and a lot of the military will take online, but a lot of them come on our campus too and want that regular experience. And then we have scholarships for their spouses so that they can come on, and we have a leadership program just specifically that we can address and help their spouses be able to get involved on campus, because they move all the time.
Yes, they do. Speaking of campus, and by the way, you can find more information about Rose State College. Their website is rose.edu, which is a fantastic URL, by the way. And one of the things we were chatting about, again, prior to getting started here on that website, is this fantastic rendering that says Opening 2020. There's a lot going on campus as well.
There's a lot going on. In fact, over the last few years there has. We have updated most of the campus. We just renovated a learning resource center. And then housing. We're the only urban community college that has housing.
Very nice.
And it's so successful that now we're building our second phase of housing, and that'll be a part of the 50th anniversary.
Okay.
And we'll have a groundbreaking for that. And then we've got a brand new student union that will be opening also in August.
And the student union's the rendering I'm looking at here on your homepage.
Yes,
okay.
The student union. And that is the one that we have been trying, and so important to the students. The Student Senate actually wrote legislation and wanted us to build a student union, and actually voted to increase our facility fee to have one. And so it's going to happen, and it's happened pretty fast for us.
You can find a lot of information on their website, and some of the details include affordability, flexibility, and college that's doable. You offer over 60 programs at Rose State College. We talked about earlier of how you're addressing perhaps some of today's stress points of being hireable, if that's an appropriate word.
That's career ready.
But also avoiding college debt. That's big in the news headlines these days.
It is, and that's one of the reasons that we've tried so hard to get more scholarships. In fact, our foundation has an all-time record in our leadership program and in other scholarships. And we've tried to keep it affordable. It's really important at a community college for students, because we have many first-generation students that are going. So we offer a lot of scholarships, and we've tried to keep the price down as low as we can, yet provide what the students want. So the students want more athletics, they want more academic programs. But in order to be career ready, what's really worked for us fantastic is the partnerships. So we have partnerships with Career Tech, we have partnerships with universities, we have partnerships with state agencies. We've got small business development office on our campus. We're a part of Oklahoma Manufacturing Alliance. I mean, there's some key things that we have strategized to do and to work directly with Career Ready, so that our students can come and, like one of the programs, so we're doing some aerospace, obviously would be big. So we signed a agreement with Metro Tech, who does A&P, which is airframe. That's what Tinker wants, and that's what many of the people across the street want. But we have an agreement that once they pass that FAA, they could come to Rose and receive credits, so it doesn't take them as long to get their degree program.
I'm sure that appeals to them.
And we do internships, apprenticeships. There's a lot of things that we work hard to make students career ready.
I'm assuming that all these partnerships allow you to offer more programs and more opportunities then for the students.
Yes, and we want to continue to expand that, because we're a community college, and that basically means open door. Everyone should have an opportunity to have improvement in their life and to get a job. And every job is going to take some career tech in the future. It's going to take a degree eventually, because people change their mind in the middle. And what we want to do is what we call them on-ramps and off-ramps, that you could get back on the ramp at any time and take some more classes, or you could go off and go do your job for 2 or 3 years. I mean, people change their minds.
For sure. But you always need certifications and ongoing education. It never ends.
It never ends. Lifelong learning.
Yep.
That's what we're about.
Well, speaking of community and events, again, it's Rose State College. It's the year 2020 is their 50th anniversary. You want to tee up some of the events and things we can look forward to this year?
Oh, sure. Well, we're starting off next week, which will be pretty exciting with our faculty and staff, and we're going to do some exciting things to get them kind of going, because we need faculty and staff to work with us. And then we've got some major events for students that are coming. We've also put together a program. It's a panel, and we're working with the Civic Center. And it's an aerospace panel, surprise, surprise.
Play your strengths, right?
but it's got like the 911 event, and then it's also got the bombing that happened here in Oklahoma City, and some other people on the panel that are really going to be exciting. And so we're going to do that in January 21st, and then from there we're going to have opening of the housing, opening of the student union. We've got major events going on kind of throughout. I mean, and if everybody will go to our website, we've got everything listed, and they continue to grow on that.
Gotcha. Again, you can go to the website or right there at Paige Dillard. Producing back on the keyboard in the studio control room. Rose.edu is your website. Dr. Webb, before I let you go, I have to ask, how long have you been there? What got you into education?
Gosh, I started in higher ed. I was 21 as a faculty member, and ultimately I was working in Tulsa, and had some conversations with the president at Rose. And I like change, I like innovation, so I had the opportunity to actually start the theater and to work with the Civic Center. And I've been in marketing. I've been on the academic side, the student affairs side, kind of all of it. But part of our Rose 50th anniversary, one thing we would like everybody, our slogan we're using is Rising with Rose, which makes sense, right? So you got to come to Rose State, and you got to get excited about that. And
solid branding right there.
Oh yeah, I got to get a little branding in there for Rose State, no doubt about it. But Rose State is a fantastic place, and we have people that come, they never leave. It's like a family almost at Rose State College. And and the ratio is 20-to-1 with our students and our faculty. So you can come up and feel like you can ask your faculty member questions. And when we do evaluations, faculty are number one every time on serving our students on our campus.
I chat with other of my peers in the community who are going back to various universities for ongoing studying. And that's one thing about college that hasn't changed. Your professor makes all the difference.
Yes. I mean, can't you remember that?
For sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
And some classes were definitely, or your experience is shaped by what's coming at you from the front of the class.
And the thing is, an average student changes their mind 3 to 5 times. And it could be that professor that makes them go that different direction. So that's why it's so important. And for students to be successful, at Rose, we believe strongly about caring for students, and we do a lot of case management, a lot of early alert to help our students be successful. Because the most important thing at a community college is build the confidence.
Oh, yeah.
And the students can do anything.
You're 100% correct about that. And having somebody kind of looking out for you, hey, you might be interested in this over here, that makes a big deal.
Yeah, the academic advisors and all of those programs are so important.
All right, we've been chatting at Rose State College with Dr. Jeanie Webb. She's the president of Rose State College. Again, you can go online for more information about upcoming events and how you can get involved, scholarships, enrolling, all that sort of stuff at rose.edu. Dr. Webb, very nice to see you. Thank you for your time today, and congratulations.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me, and it's been a delight to talk to you.
Well, anytime. You're always welcome.
Thank you very much.